We are live and good evening, everyone. Well, good evening here in the central time zone of the United States in Tennessee. And
Good
Vinayak,
morning for me.
where are you at?
I'm in Kobe, Japan, and it's 11 a.m. for me.
11 a.m. on Sunday, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Excellent. That's pretty crazy. Everyone, so I'm very happy to have Vinayak join us. He is from the Sustainable Solopreneur on Substack. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Patrick LaRose from Simply Paddy on Substack for the Life Coach Hub. So without any further ado, let's get this started. So how are you tonight, Vinayak?
I'm great. I'm great. And thank you for inviting me and, agreeing to talk with me.
Well, thank you. I'm so appreciative, of doing these lives with collaborators. And the last live I did, and you did a live as well, was with Shalini, and she is such an amazing creator. She really is.
Yeah, yeah, true. She has a lot of energy.
She
I
does. She
mean,
does.
yeah, good friend of mine. Yeah.
Well, she's a new friend of mine, so that's nice, and that's I think one of the big issues that Substack really allows us to do is that create that community, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I love about this platform. Like, it took me by surprise, to be honest. Like, I mean, I have been on other platforms, like, and I could not make any friends like I did over here. So, I mean, it's kind of refreshing and quite good, to be honest.
Absolutely. How long have you been on Substack and posting?
It's been a month, just 1 month. Yeah, I started
Just
this
a
year.
month.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, your growth has been amazing for just a month.
Just stick to the basics. Nothing fancy, no secrets over here.
What are the basics that you stick to? What do you do? I know you've posted a lot about some of your strategies and what your focus was in January and what your focus is going to be in February, but what are the mainstays for your growth and your commitment to Substack?
I mean, the main commitment is posting daily notes. Like, I mean, notes gets you discovered on this platform. So, I mean, yeah. So I post like 5 to 6 notes at least daily. So I have been doing that for like 31 straight days, and I think that's what got me subscribers.
Yeah. One of the things that I think really spoke to me about your post on notes was how real they were and how they landed with me. I can only speak for myself, but when a creator speaks to me in their notes, then I think, okay, I might be interested in furthering this along a little bit and subscribing and finding out a little bit more about his content. And I know your content is really focused on business and growing your business, but there was a human perspective there that you provided that was really cool for me.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, like building my own business from scratch, so I'm just basically updating every second, like what I'm going through, what I'm planning to do, what are the strategies I'm following. So it's basically just thinking out loud and just be human and not become a polished version of myself. So I think the messy part is what people like and they connect to, because the struggles are something common that every person faces. So like, yeah, I mean, that's what connects you with people, right? So that's what my strategy has been so far. Like, tell
Excellent.
personal stories and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Now, so what made you select Substack as a platform for you to build your business?
So basically, I've been building my newsletters and email list for my clients. I have been ghostwriting for like a 1.5 to 2 years now, and so I've been doing that for digital coaches who sell, courses, make money online courses. So, I mean, I thought maybe I should have my own brand as well and grow my own newsletter. So, I think Substack was a great platform. I mean, yeah, there are other platforms like LinkedIn or Twitter, but I mean, I don't have the energy to play along with, you know, with big guys out there. So I thought, I mean, you need to be on those platform continuously, right? And like with a full-time job, that was something like I could not. Uh, I mean, I don't know if I would be able to do it like with my full-time job. So I thought maybe I should give Substack a try, and I'm glad I did.
Excellent. Yeah. Let's see. We have a comment from Florence Acosta that says, I think she said, I think people connect with you when you show vulnerability and you are real.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
Yeah, I think so too. I think what's interesting is that when you are real and you're vulnerable, there's a certain human trait that gives off to people who
Mhm,
are reading your Substack, and that's been the basis of my whole development on Substack. So, like
mhm,
you, I started the Life Coach Hub, and I actually started it in July, but I kind of let it sit for a couple months because the platform was really confusing. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even know what I'm doing here, and and then in October I committed of 2025. I said, you know what? I'm just going to go all in. I have a successful YouTube channel with over 3,000 subscribers. And, I've also been on LinkedIn with a huge number of connections, but both platforms didn't feel relatable to me, you know? And when I started posting on Substack and I started making connections with people like you and some other folks, I was like, this is really different than anything I've ever experienced on a social media platform, you know?
mhm. I mean, I've seen your YouTube videos, like they're just awesome. Uh, and that, I mean, YouTube also shows like a, personal side of you, I think. I mean, I see you posting a lot of vlogs over there. So, I mean, why Substack?
um, it's that personal connection. It really is because as a coach who works with personal transformation, I want people to know what my story is. And I don't know that I've done a very good job on YouTube sharing that. Most of YouTube has been in my travels and van life and those kinds of things. And now combining all of that under my brand of Simply Paddy um, has been where the challenge lies. But on Substack, it feels easy to share your vulnerabilities, to share your personal story, who you are and why would somebody want me to coach them? Well, because I'm living a personal transformation every day.
Mhm.
You and I are both building our businesses publicly, so why did you decide to do that?
Uh, I mean, yeah, I have been doing it like by myself alone, and there is no accountability. There is no like, uh, I mean, no one to share your struggles and your vulnerabilities, etc. So, I mean, it's kind of gets lonely, right? And with Substack notes, you can just think out loud. Just
Yeah.
dump in your frustration or share your wins. So, I mean, it's been great. Like, and people love that stuff. So,
Yeah.
I mean, why not? So, I think it's been amazing on Substack so far.
Yeah, my experience exactly. Florence asked a question. She said, "Were you able to bring some of your followers from YouTube and LinkedIn?" Yeah, actually, it was funny. I was going through my metrics the other day. Not that I don't live, eat, breathe, and die on my metrics. I don't. Trust me, I don't. But I noticed because I still don't understand how to read it. But anyway, I was looking through it and I noticed that I had 3 subscribers from YouTube, and I also
Mhm.
had like 3 or 4 subscribers from LinkedIn. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a slow process of them coming over, but the more I talk about it, like I posted on LinkedIn today and said, just in case you've missed it, you know, I'm writing about all kinds of interesting stuff on Substack. So, that kind of stuff. But and then she says, "You're doing great, Vinayak." Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
are
Thank
doing
you.
great.
Thank you so much. I mean, let me know what kind of stuff do you like. So I think I can write more stuff about it. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean
definitely.
that's the feedback that I like, and I mean I'm just building upon that.
Yeah, I agree. Well, when you talk about, when we're building in public, it's
Mhm.
really all about transparency, and people see you building. And Gary Vee, I think, he put a video up on YouTube a while back, not a while back, about a couple weeks ago,
Mhm.
where he said, if you're niching down, you're missing the point. The people today don't care about a niche. What they care about is seeing you build something. And if you're not building something, you're missing opportunity, that you could be connecting with people. And I thought to myself, that's so cool. Now I started doing this building in public on my Substack from the beginning. And I think you did too, right, Vinayak?
Yeah, 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 of course. I mean, I came on Substack just to build in public. Yeah.
What was the appeal for you though? I mean, why did you think that that would be something that people would want to see?
Uh, I mean, I did not expect people to, connect with me on this level because, I mean, honestly, I just wanted a platform to, dump my thoughts, like, and, something to look back and, years down the line and see, like, okay, here I was and here I'm now. So, I mean, that's how I came in on Substack. And I think it took me by surprise, to be honest. Like, I mean, more people are doing this stuff, being a solopreneur and, building in public. So I was kind of surprised by it. And on LinkedIn, I have seen like so many coaches and gurus, and they are telling you niche down because, you are missing out on opportunities and all. And I mean, they just give this analogy of, like, I mean, if you have a heart problem, you go to a cardiologist, right? You don't go to a general doctor. So that's what the ideology has been on like various other platforms. So I mean, the advice out there is like just niche down as much as possible, but and position yourself for a particular job. But you know, on personal level, I think you are the niche, and I mean,
Yes.
people come for you. So like, I mean, that's what has been working right now, and for me at least. How about you?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. You are the niche. I love that. You know what? I mean, that's should be a note that we post. You are the niche. And
Yeah.
it's so true because I think what I've discovered, for myself anyway, is that, people, like on YouTube, the platform is people may tune in because of the content that you're providing. But even if you change your content or you shift or you pivot, you're the product. You are the product, right?
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
so
Absolutely.
on Substack, when people gain trust with you, it's the same thing. You're the product.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think there's a question. Did you bring any subscribers? No, I did not bring anyone. I did not have any following before this. So, I mean, I just started with Substack and it's all organic.
Yeah. I had nine people that I imported over that were my pro bono clients from when I was in school.
Mhm.
And I asked their permission. So I brought nine over. And today I think I'm at 92. So that's pretty good.
Oh, you are nearing 100. Congrats.
I'm getting there. I can't wait to get to that 100 threshold. Not because I'm watching the metrics, but because that to me feels like people are connecting with my content, you know,
Hmm.
you know.
That's awesome. Thank you, Kristen. Your comments means a lot.
Yes, thank you, Kristen. I agree. We have nine people in the room. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's awesome. And Vinayak told me I should bring my glass of wine tonight, but I thought, I think I'm just going to stick with water.
It's okay. We won't mind. I bought
Yeah,
my tea as well.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, when I messaged him earlier before we started live, I said, "What time is it there?" He says, "It's 10:30." I said, I said, dude, get your second cup of coffee. Let's
So, Pat,
see. Go ahead.
uh, I think you retired from a job recently, right? So, congrats on that. And
Thank you.
how's it been? So, like, were you happy, sad?
Oh,
What's the feeling
wow.
like?
Thank you for bringing that up. I've been working for since I was 14 years old. And hoo hoot to Florence for 93. Kudos, Florence. That's awesome. I'm sorry. And then,
Yeah,
Shalini's here. Thank you, Shalini. She says, yeah, you guys are doing great. Thank
thank
you.
you, thank you.
I have been tossing around having my own practice for a lot of years. I'm going to probably say good 6, 7 years. And oftentimes I'll talk with my brother, who is my confidant. I kind of share ideas with him, and he shares ideas with me because he is in his own business. And
Mhm,
he keeps telling me, he's like, bro, you need to get into your own business. He's like, you got the skill, you can do it, and you got the education and the knowledge, and people would benefit. You'd be able to help a lot of people. And I'm like, but I was really scared. I
mhm,
was really scared. And I always talk about what's on the other side of fear, is really it's magic. And so when I finished my nurse coach training
mhm,
and took my board certification, I thought, this is the perfect opportunity. I'm either going to take the leap and do it, and I'm going to go all in,
mhm,
or I'm never going to do it. You know, But
mhm,
when you make a decision to leave a 9 to 5 position in that stable income and then rely exclusively on your own, that's
mhm,
where the real challenge comes, right?
mhm,
And I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to make that decision. And I'm going to make that decision not because I hated the job, because I didn't. I loved the job. I loved the people I work with. I worked with some of the most amazing people.
mhm.
And, that was the hardest part of leaving. And so that's where it was. So I'm doing good, but it's still scary.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, you have got people, amazing followers, right with you, so nothing to be scared about.
No, and that's also goes back to the whole reason why we're building in public, right?
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
know, People are seeing you in real life, in real time,
Mhm,
and as I said in my last post, I said that they'll cry with you with your failures, they'll celebrate you with you and your successes, but more importantly, they stay connected with you because you're real. And
mhm.
what you're doing is, really, what we're doing is brave,
Absolutely.
you know?
Mhm.
It's brave. Let's see. Jennifer says, how did the two of you connect? I would love to collaborate with others, but because I've only been on Substack for a month, it feels like I don't have any credibility for collabs yet. Thoughts? Oh my goodness. You have all the credibility in the world, Jennifer. And, you know, tell her about you. You've only been on the platform a month.
I mean, like, I just comment on people's notes and, just DM them. Like, it's as simple as that. I mean, I did not hesitate to DM anyone, and I was fortunate enough to get a lot of DMs as well. So I think you don't need any credibility for any collab yet. I haven't made any thousand or $100,000 or $1 million yet. I just made one sale last month, and I'm here with Patrick. So you don't need any credibility. So you just feel like, I mean, if you connect with some content with other people, then just DM them, appreciate them, or whatever.
Yeah. Same here. I mean, let's see. Florence says you were a nurse. No, I am a nurse. I'm an RN, and I still am very active. And let's see. Kristen says, "Where do you all live?" I'm in San Antonio. Well, we just talked about that. Vinayak lives in Japan,
Yeah,
and
I'm
I'm
in Kobe.
and I'm in Tennessee. So, I mean, you want to talk about a huge time difference?
Yeah. How much is it? 15 hours?
15 hours, yeah. Well, when we were coordinating how we were gonna do this live, you were like, "Well, we've gotta be coordinating," and I'm like, "Well, what time if it's gonna be 8 PM in Tennessee, what time is it gonna be in Japan?"
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I think back to Kristen's question. Is it Kristen's question? Yeah, Kristen's. Kristen, you can go live with anybody you choose to go live with. In fact, you could probably message Vinayak. You can message me, and we could schedule a live together. And as long as you have something to say, I mean, there's that's why live is there. It's to introduce you to a lot of people,
Yeah, and like I don't plan any stuff. Like it's just like impromptu and like on the spot. So it's kind of like not staged or anything. Just experience ourselves raw,
right?
unfiltered. So Patrick, you have been managing like three platforms: YouTube, LinkedIn, Substack, all with being a registered nurse. So how's like must have been pretty hectic, right? So how did you manage all of it?
Um, yeah, I don't. I made a decision in October that I was going to go all in on Substack, and I would dabble in my YouTube, and I would dabble in LinkedIn. I really haven't done much at LinkedIn at all, truthfully.
Mm.
I mean, I may have shared my posts and stuff on LinkedIn, and I've used the community in YouTube to share what I'm doing on Substack. I haven't put a video up on it yet, but I'm going to be doing that soon. And
Mm.
so um, my whole focus has been on Substack. What about you?
Yeah, same. Like, I mean, I don't have an hectic job like you, but uh, yeah, but I've been just on one platform so far. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. We got some people that are joining us here. Hi, Letitia. It's great to have you here. Florence says that she's a CRNA. Florence, I had no idea you were a CRNA. Welcome. Yay. That's great. It's kind of nice to have one of my colleagues here. That's cool. Well, everybody's my colleague, but yeah, that's cool. But we're at 11 who are on the platform tonight. So thank you all for being here. And if you have questions, please don't hesitate to put them in the messaging. And Vinayak and I are very happy to answer your questions. And right now, what we're talking about for those of you who have just joined us is we're talking about building in public, why we selected Substack as our platform of choice for building our businesses. Vinayak is the Sustainable Solopreneur on Substack, and I am Simply Paddy at the Life Coach Hub on Substack. So,
So, why don't you tell us about your life coaching hub? What is it about? Who is it for? And
yeah, thank you for asking that. The Life Coach Hub is really all about personal transformation. I really want people to feel that through my writing that they can see themselves. I'm a big person for empowerment, strength, resilience. One of the things that I've noticed in my coaching sessions with clients is that people have an incredible wisdom about their life. They may feel stuck sometimes. They may not know which direction to go in, or they may be in relationships where they feel like their power has been taken away, or jobs. Um, and what I help them do through coaching is I help them to see themselves and to use their inner wisdom to move forward in their life, whatever that might look like. And it's incredible when we have those epiphanies in our sessions and people say, "Oh my gosh, this is a game changer. I never even thought of it that way." And my role as a coach is really not to change them. My role as a coach is to see patterns, strengths, and to help them find that inner wisdom for their own life. I don't believe human beings are broken and they don't need to be fixed. And so that's what the Life Coach Hub is about. What about the sustainable solopreneur? What is yours all about?
I mean, I still haven't figured it out. I mean, I just want to grow my email list and have my own newsletter where I just sharing what I'm building and you know building my own digital products and hoping to make some money out of it. So, and I'm doing this with a full-time job. So, I mean, most of the make money online schemes are like for people who can spend a lot and also who can spend most of the time on that. But for me, I have been like on various such side businesses, and it's just been so exhausting. And like I just burnt out doing so many stuff, and like so I mean I'm just trying to build something that is sustainable and just brings you some passive income, uh you know like I mean, after putting in like a minimal amount of effort every week. And I mean, of course, I don't aim to make millions or $100,000 or something like that. It's just some extra income on the side, right? So that's my main aim.
Wow, that's impressive. Some of your posts you've talked about, you've got your 9 to 5 and then you've got your 5 to 9.
Yeah,
And and that really speaks, you know what I mean? Because here you are working a regular position, Monday through Friday. And then in the evenings when you get home from 5 to 9, you're working yourself on Substack. And
yeah.
that's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, it's technically not 9 to 5. If you include the commuting time and other stuff, you
Yeah,
know, I just, sit around at like 10 p.m. in the night to do stuff, do my own thing. So, yeah, I mean, just to put, like, it's exhausting, like, in
yeah.
the night from 10 p.m. to 12, you just do your stuff and go to sleep to wake up again in 6 in the morning. So, yeah, I mean, it's exhausting, but something in the future, like to look back and feel proud of yourself.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. And you should be proud of yourself now because you're doing amazing things on your platform.
Mhm.
Let's see. Florence says, I've only been here for a month and somebody posted that Saturday and Sunday are lower traffic days. Do you all believe that from your experience? I do.
Oh, you believe that?
Yeah. Do you believe that?
I mean, thing I like about Substack is your notes and your post are like have a longevity, right? Even a month down the line, someone will see your note or post. So, I mean, if instantly, if it can be like lower traffic days, but in the days to come, it will eventually pick up. So, uh, I mean, that's what I believe for now. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Mike Bolton said, I've found that to be true. Yeah. And I agree. I think that my engagement's lower on the weekends. But
Mhm.
here's to your point is that, unlike Instagram and TikTok and some of those other dopamine hit, platforms, our notes live on and can be discoverable. I've had
Yeah.
some notes that have taken off like in a couple weeks. I'm like, wow, I'm like, when did I post that? And I go back and look and be like, oh, that is like 3 weeks ago. And it's starting to gather some momentum when that's really good. And it also helps if other people are restacking.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
So
Mhm.
let's talk about that for a minute. But let me ask you this question because this is my experience. And you guys that are in the audience right now, let me ask you this as well. I will see a post that really is great. I'll be like, wow, that's a really powerful post. And I'll restack it, but I'll notice that it's only been restacked maybe once, but it's got like 30 likes on it. Or in
Mhm.
some cases, it's got 100 likes on it. Maybe it's only been stacked 2 or 3 times. I'm curious about that. Why do you think that is?
Uh, I don't have a fixed answer for that, but if you want to restack, it's better to add your own points as well.
Mhm.
Something to add an extra. But I think maybe uh, it's kind of psychological thing. You see the like button first, and you just click on that and scroll on. So, and the restack button is quite down on the right hand side. Um, yeah, but I think people are more used to just giving a like and at max commenting, and not of uh, you know not a lot of restack there. But yeah, I think restack will help if you add your own points as well.
Yeah. Mike
Mhm.
says,
Yeah,
a
it's
restack,
very.
yeah, has a lot of weight. That's a person really vouching for you. And that's really true.
Mhm.
It's very easy for people to leave or like or comment. Yeah, Vinay, do you remember that one day when I posted, I'm restacking everything that has meaning for me?
Yeah.
And I did do that, you know,
Yeah.
and Mike, that's true. You know, when somebody's message speaks for me, I may not necessarily have gone to their, you know, their platform and looked at what all their other content is, but that message spoke to me. And so I'm going to restack it. And typically I'll restack with a note. Sometimes I don't.
Mhm.
You
I
know,
mean, when I look at a profile, it's all mostly restacks. You do a lot of restack over there.
I do. I do. Yep. I think it helps exposure too. You know,
Mhm.
if I see a content creator that's just starting, you know, I want to give them exposure. I want my people who are subscribed to see that message, especially if it was a good message and it had really good meaning. So,
Mhm.
you know, and that's kind of what I hope people do for me because I'm a very small platform. I mean, I've got less than 100 subscribers. So, but so Vinayak, what's the difference between subscribers and followers?
I mean, subscribers will get your email, but the followers won't. But followers will still see your note on the feeds, but not your newsletters. So I think that's the basic difference between followers and subscribers.
So how do we convert? How do we convert followers to subscribers? Do you have a strategy in the sustainable solopreneur for that, or is it just organic for you?
It has been all organic for me. I mean, I think you need to attract right kind of people, right? You don't need anyone to subscribe to you, right? And later on, it will hurt you because you will send them an email and they won't open it, right? And so it doesn't help in any way. So you want to attract right kind of audience, and I think when they connect with your content, they will eventually subscribe no matter what. So I think, and the other general advice is that include CTA on your notes or your posts everywhere,
Hmm.
so that converts better. So that's there, but I mean, like, I don't personally like to be on your face, just subscribe to me. I mean, it's up to you, and if you do well, if you do connect with my content, then it's great. I mean, people will eventually come and subscribe to you.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm not in your face with the subscribe to me or hey, you know, reach out for a coaching session. Um,
Mhm.
my whole content strategy is really I'm going to post from my heart. I'm going to share what's on my heart and how it has affected me. I may share some experiences that will resonate with people. I also believe in product development. I think that there's the ability to have templates and different types of digital products that really are helpful. You know,
Mhm.
what about you? Are you doing digital products?
Yeah, I have a couple of digital products on Gumroad. If you want, I mean, you can check it out. It's the links on my profile.
Okay, what kind of products are they?
It's kind of one product is basically a, a Google Doc offer where you just send whatever offer that you are selling. So it's kind of a template where you can just fill in the details of your offer and just send it to your email list. And the other one is the email sequences, the done for you email sequences. I mean, that's what converts the readers into buyers. So those were my experiences, my experiences working for digital coaches. So I just translated them into a digital product and listed on my Gumroad profile. So that's it.
I love the notes approach. Did you published a little bit of a highlight on that in one of your notes? I don't think it was the whole thing, but I think it was like a highlight. And you know, I actually love that. I think that's a great approach.
Mm.
Let's see, we've got some comments. Let's go ahead and answer some of these.
Mhm.
Jennifer, did you guys curate your own welcome email that subscribers get, or do you use the default email? Yeah, I got a funny story for that one. Jennifer, that's a great question. Um, I didn't even know there was a welcome email that people got until I was watching one of these other guru channels, and they were like, make sure you get your welcome email together. And so I figured out where it was under the settings. And so I went in and I developed my own to answer your question, Jennifer. What about you, Vinayak?
Yeah, I've been like a silent trader on Substack for a couple of months before I started. So whenever I subscribe, I would get, a lot of welcome email sequences. And to be honest, a lot of creators had quite a bit of interesting welcome sequence. So I kind of knew what welcome sequences are, and I designed my own. Yeah, while I was setting up my
Yeah.
profile.
One of the things that I learned from other creators is the start here page on your newsletter profile,
Wow.
on your newsletter itself. And I love that because I think that new subscribers can get lost in the content and they get lost in your message. They don't really know where to go for things. And when they go to your newsletter and they see, the newsletter, the face of your newsletters, and they go up to the menu and they can click on start here, it tells them your whole story, which is an important start for me. So that's what I've done. So Florence says, Jennifer, I developed my own too. That's great, Florence.
Mhm. So, Patrick, why don't you tell us about your van life, RVs, etc.? How has it been?
Oh, that's one of my subscribers said to me, you really need to lean into your van life a little bit on your newsletters because it's interesting and people want to hear that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was going through a transition in my life and I've been through so many of them,
Mhm.
because I'm a restless soul. I'm a restless soul. And I wanted something different. My kids were all, out of the house and it was just me. I'm single and I was like, I need to do something. And I have always been inclined to travel. And I just started following people who sold everything they owned and moved into an RV.
Mhm.
And so what happened is did that. I sold everything I owned, moved into an RV, closed the garage door, and never looked back. And I was on the road for probably 8 years full time as an
Okay.
RVer, traveling
Oh.
all over the United States
Mhm.
and meeting up with my tribe, people that, thought like I did. And I thought, wow, there's people out there that are like me. and
That's awesome.
had an amazing 8 years. Today I have a camper van, so it's really like more like van life for me now. And
Mhm.
last year I traveled 7,000 miles,
That's awesome.
trips. Yeah, trips out to Arizona, trips up to Michigan, trips over to Minnesota, down to Louisiana, to Mississippi, Florida, Alabama. And this year in 2026, I hope to make it out to California and take the whole state all the way up to Washington. And so, yeah, it
That
was
sounds exciting.
it was amazing. Let me ask you
Any
that. Oh,
in-
go ahead.
any interesting experiences from your 8 years? The funny or anything
From what?
from your 8 years of experience of van life traveling?
Oh, so many, so many
So,
things. From breakdowns on the road to going out and boondocking in Arizona and going to the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. I'll never forget that. Where I was like, these are people living in their cars that are doing it intentionally.
Mhm.
And every single nomad that I met had an amazing story. And I think, one of the things that will always resonate in my heart about this is the campfire conversations, and they were amazing because you just got to connect on such a visceral level with people. And I'll take that away as a huge experience in memory for a very long time.
That's awesome. And you have your own YouTube channel as well, documenting every part of your journey.
Yeah, and the YouTube channel is under Simply Paddy, but
Mhm.
it's actually it takes you through the 10 years because I've been on YouTube 10 years, and from the beginning all the
Oh,
way until when I started shifting into my coaching and
mhm.
kind of combining my van life and coaching together, and
Oh, that's awesome.
I
That's
also
awesome.
talk about how to be a better content creator on YouTube and those kinds of things. So, I let it all hang out on YouTube. That's how I am. And it's just been a fun experience. But COVID, and when COVID happened in 2020, I found myself in a very vulnerable position and decided that I was going to purchase property in Tennessee. And so I have a home base, and it's nothing major. It's just a small home base, and it's a place I can come back to and rest and recoup.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's been a very exciting period in my life.
That's awesome.
What about you? What kind of experiences have you had in your life that are, exciting to talk about?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I haven't traveled as much as you, but no, I have traveled a lot of in Southeast Asia, like in China and Philippines, Indonesia, and Japan, of course.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, one of the best things I did was go for a scuba dive in Philippines. I mean, that was a magical experience. And yeah, so I'm looking to get a diver certificate in scuba diving in the coming summer as well. So
Wow,
yeah.
that's awesome. That's great. Well, we have 12 folks in the room. Do you guys have any questions for us that we can answer for you while we're on? Because I think Vinayak has some great experience as the sustainable solopreneur, and I have some experience, just a little. I
So
almost feel like a Substack pro, but I'm not. Because I mean, I'm still finding where things are.
you don't have to be a pro.
No.
People will connect to you anyways. So. And so now that you have left your job behind, and so how, I mean, what are the plans for the coming months?
Well, I'm still teaching as an associate professor, so that's nice. And
Mhm.
I still get to stay connected with my students. I teach at the doctoral level, so um,
Oh,
yeah, so I really enjoy working with my students there. And my real big focus is on growing the practice. And I don't anticipate this being a huge practice because first of all, I don't want a huge practice. I want to just work with people that need my help.
mhm.
Um, and I'm really excited about connecting on Substack with from people from around the globe. Obviously, I mean, you're in Japan. Hello, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
It, Florence said, "How did you end up in Japan, Vinayak?"
So there was this company that just came onto my university campus, and they set up a stall and stuff. So I just applied and gave some interviews and landed a job here. So I work a full-time job here as a research scientist in biomedical engineering. So that's me. So I've been here for like 3 years now, almost 3 years now,
Wow. And where did you go to school?
in India.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah,
And how
so
do you
I'm
like
an
Japan?
Indian.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm an Indian, so I've been in India all my life. So Japan was the first country I traveled to for my job, and yeah,
wow. Is it very different from India?
yeah, of course, a lot of difference in terms of culture, the language, the food, etc. Yeah, so the language has been the biggest struggle for me, still learning.
And after
So
3 years, are you fairly fluent?
not fluent at all, but I can manage some conversations.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
still
something.
taking classes though. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So, Vinayak, if you were to look back, if you were to look in 6 months where you want your Substack to be, what would that look like to you?
Uh, I mean, when I came in, on Substack, like I expected, I will grow my newsletter to like 500 subscribers in 6 months. So I mean, that's what I've been hearing, uh, like from a lot of big creators that you have to be consistent for at least a year or two to grow, and so that was my main point, just to grow my subscriber base, and uh, so I have some products on Gumroad and plan to release some more and hopefully make some passive income out of it. So that's my plan for now. nothing nothing like a big business or something. I haven't planned anything such sort. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's
How about
great.
you? How about you?
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see my newsletter have a subscriber base that's stable and in the five, 600s to 1,000. I think that would be great. It's a great opportunity, I think, to continue to spread the message of, you know, in personal transformation to people and help them on a much wider basis because I'm also going to produce, products like you that help people. And so, not so much for the passive income as much as it is for, really just wanting to make sure that people have the ability to connect with themselves. So,
That's great.
yeah.
So you're planning a coaching, one-on-one coaching, or is it
Yes.
like a cohort based?
Well, I just finished a workshop. I did a life redesign workshop that I announced on Substack. Of course, I was pretty new on Substack when I developed that,
Mm-hmm.
but I did have 4 participants. And we just finished our final session on January 30th. So it was yesterday, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And man, what powerful collaboration we had as a group. And what was interesting is that there were 3 themes that emerged. One, listen to this. One was time enrichment. One was financial freedom, and
Mhm.
one was reclaiming life, purpose, and passion. Now, if you think about those 3 things, you could define a golden thread through all 3 of them, right? Because
Mhm.
that's everybody,
Yeah, true.
you know?
Yeah,
And
sounds
so,
awesome.
oh, it was amazing. And these people left with a tangible action from the coaching group workshop where that they could get out of bed in the morning, do that to achieve their goal, and do that each day for the next couple of weeks before they change their keynote habit or their keystone habit. And it was powerful, to see people really come to terms. And some of the conversations were really emotional,
Mhm.
and vulnerable, and they hit hard. So yeah, so that was exciting to be able to start that something on Substack that
Mhm.
brought people together. So I hope I can do that again in probably in late February, early March.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to join that as well.
You're
But
welcome
yeah,
to. Absolutely.
yeah, sounds amazing. And but yeah, we need to navigate the time differences.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's true, but yeah, that's true. Yeah. So what is the next product that you're working on? Can you share that, or is that something that's, top secret right now for you?
I haven't been working on my, any of the products as of now. Like I've been busy with some guest posts and lives, so it's kind of been busy. So I have been off track uh, on my goals right now. So I think I will have to go back and get
Yeah,
on track.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Jennifer says, I would like to join your future workshop. Jennifer, you are more than welcome. Drop me a DM and let me know. Listen, this is one thing that's really important is I am offering 2 exploratory coaching sessions right now at no cost. And so if you're interested in that, just DM me. And yeah, so that'll be
Yeah.
wonderful. Well, we're coming
Very
close
good.
to the hour here, Vinayak. What else do you want to talk about? Or do we want to give people an opportunity for questions?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's give people an opportunity to ask questions if they have any.
All right. One of the things that was interesting when I first joined Substack is I had been watching Write, what is it called? Write, Build, Scale.
Hmm.
And then I won a paid membership to their newsletter, which has been amazing. And
Hmm.
Simeon is on YouTube, and she's got some really wonderful videos that really helped me a lot.
Yeah.
One of the things that I've noticed is there was not a whole lot of how-to videos
Hmm.
either on Substack or YouTube. But we're starting to see more creators now. But one of the big thing I've learned is that Substack is still a new platform, And there's really lots of opportunities for growth because it is a new platform. And so
Yeah.
hopefully we've all gotten in early enough so that we'll just grow huge, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, the other platforms like LinkedIn and X are too saturated for me, at least. And I think Substack is the best opportunity right now, at least for the next few months, before all the marketing gurus jump on it.
Right. Let's see. Shalini says, Vinayak and Patrick, what would you say to new writers on Substack who feel like it's overwhelming, like they don't know what they're doing or don't know how to grow?
You want to take that part?
I'm going to let you take that one.
I think, all of us feel that overwhelming, emotions. Even I don't know what I'm doing right now, and I don't have a clear answer. So, it's all right. Like for the notes, you just have to dump your thoughts, and people have been incredible and supportive. So I think it's perfectly all right. On Substack, you are the niche, and
Yeah.
people connect with you on a personal level and not something for your business or something like that. So I think yeah, just be consistent, and that's what I can say for now.
Well, that's what your message is on your Substack is consistency. Show up, be there, show up every day.
Yeah,
And, that's what I've done too. I mean, when you put up a newsletter, your subscribers get that newsletter. And unless you repost it in notes, a lot of people outside of your subscriber base don't see it. And
yeah,
so don't forget to make sure that when you're writing, write something passionate and post it in your notes so that people can see it.
mhm,
For me, the biggest thing has been connecting.
yeah,
I wouldn't be live today with Vinayak if I hadn't connected with him or he hadn't connected with me. I don't remember who was first, but this is what Substack is about for me. It's all about community. You
right,
know, you
yeah,
know, yeah.
totally,
And Shalini, you've got some great content. If whoever's on this call, if you're not subscribed to Shalini, you need to be because her content's awesome, and
yeah.
she's
She's
also
an amazing
wonderful to
friend.
collaborate. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, she's an amazing friend, and always keeps on supporting you. So I think you should go subscribe to her.
I agree. Subscribe to her and then get her on a live because she is fun to go on a live with.
Yeah,
I'm just saying the truth, right?
yeah, of course, of course. I had a live with her last week as well.
Yeah.
Absolute fun, and
Well,
it wasn't
Vinayak,
planned at all.
go
It
ahead.
wasn't planned at all. Like she just, messaged me like, just let's get on a live. It was all impromptu and kind of fun. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's how it was with me too. She just messaged me. She says, "Hey, I'm going live in about 20 minutes. You want to get on?" I'm like, "Yeah." So that's
yeah,
funny. All right. So let's see. Florence says, "Keep going, Shalini. I don't know what I'm doing either. Be real and vulnerable. Build a community. Consistency is the key." And you know what, Florence? That's it. Consistency.
that's it.
Show up.
Yeah, yeah, true.
And we love you too, Shalini. We really do. Vinayak, this has been an amazing hour. Thank you so much for spending time with me today and with this beautiful group of people that joined us.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting me, and you have a great night ahead.
You too. We'll have to do this again, okay?
Of course, of course.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much.
Good night. Thank you
Bye
for joining
now.
us today. Yeah, bye.